Welcome to Yinzer Baseball Confederacy action here this Friday morning as we are in the third inning of this one. We have a 1-2 count with one out with Christian Stanziano on first base for left fielder Derek Hurt. Max Marlavelle has been doing the pitching for the Brilliance Sox, and pitching for the Road Warriors has been Matt Reitz. So 0-0 ball game here in the top of the third. We're sorry about missing the first part of this game as Marlavelle comes set, slide steps, and delivers. So taking a couple false steps off of first base with Stanziano, causing the shortstop to break towards the middle of the field, and Hurt grounds the ball into the 6-hole with the shortstop's feet moving the other way. That ball will get through. So runners on first and second here with one out for the Road Warriors. This is their first real threat, as Marlavelle has been pretty good thus far. Throwing a lot of strikes, getting quick outs, mixing timing, messing with his leg lift and things of the nature. As threw up 2 bagels, but the Road Warriors are threatening here. Runners on first and second with one out in the top of the third. Next up, we have James Smybert playing shortstop for the Road Warriors as he takes that first pitch curveball and lifts it high into the sky. Cloudy sky, I might add. But Brett Smith, the center fielder, puts it away. Along hops the third baseman, manager, and player, Demko. And Stanziano will hold his ground at second base to bring up Carson McCurdy with 2 runners on and 2 outs. McCurdy recently released from the West Virginia Power. The first baseman and outfielder is playing first today. He also pitched in a contest a few days ago. Did a really good job just filling it up. As a 6'6 lefty understands that strikes are the name of the game. As the first pitch fastball on the outer edge is swung through by McCurdy. McCurdy, University of Mount Olive graduate from South Carolina, faces Montclair State University alum Max Marlavelle. Marlavelle, also tall, checks the runner twice. Long look there. Lifts and delivers. That curveball is just off the plate inside to even the count out 1-1. So the first couple innings were a pair of zeros for starter Marlavelle and Reitz. As we are now in the top of the third, had a little bit of technical difficulty getting the live stream going. I had to restart my computer, went through some updates to enable Wi-Fi capabilities, but we are now live. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys want to leave a comment, I will get to those if you have any questions or anything in the nature. So 2-1 delivery as Marlavelle checks the runner. Lifts and delivers to Mac. McCurdy slaps that one through the 6-hole into the glove of Trey Hunt as he fires the ball into the catcher over the head of the cutoff man and off the glove of the catcher Bockley. So on the throw home over the head of the cutoff, the runner on first, Derek Hurt, is able to go to third, and as that ball kicked off of the glove of Bockley, Carson McCurdy, the hitter there, is able to advance to second base. So good heads-up base running by McCurdy, is picking up 90 feet. It's always a plus. So 2 outs now. The Road Warriors are on the board, and that'll bring up third baseman Frank Poggle. Poggle flew out in his first at-bat. Prepares for the first pitch from Marlavelle is a curveball down out of the zone for ball 1. So Marlavelle has gone to the curveball early here in today's contest. We'll see how he fares in the second time through the lineup. Poggle hitting fourth after a pair of lefties. Takes ball 2-0 to Poggle. So first base is open. We have center fielder, former Washington Wild thing, Nate Thompson, in the on-deck circle. Getting ready to go to work here if Poggle is able to reach. So 2-0 pitch from Marlevelt as he lifts and delivers. That pitch is up and away for ball 3. So 3-0 here to Frank the Tank Poggle. As he prepares for the 3-0. Poggle not wearing his signature goggles today at the plate. As Marlevelt lifts and delivers. That pitch catches the bottom of the zone. Let's move the count to 3-1. Let's see if Marlevelt can bring it all the way back here with 2 outs. Infield playing straight up. Second baseman Boyce playing pretty deep. Outfield straight up as well. As that pitch misses down and in. For a walk to Frank Poggle. How many walks is that on the day? You doing the game changer?
Yeah, for walks.
Mm-hmm.
That is
First one.
Yeah, that's the first one.
So first walk allowed by Poggle. Not a bad walk. Or by Marleveld. Big Bird, as Jacob Bockley goes out to have a word with him. His first base was open. And also a spring training invite for the Wild Things, Jacob Bockley. Goes out to have a word with Marlevelt before he faces Nate Thompson. A little strategical meeting. Is that word strategical?
Yes, a word.
As Marlevelt comes set. Lifts and delivers. Very slow, deliberate leg kick by Marlevelt. As the runners have nowhere to run, except for the home. As he fires ball 1. Looking to get back into the zone here. Marlevelt lifts and delivers. That pitch is on the corner away for strike 1. Evens the count at 1-1. So the Road Warriors threat persists as Poggle just walked to load the bases for number 34, center fielder Nate Thompson. Marlevelt looks in, gets a sign from Bockley, lifts and delivers. That is grounded down the third baseline, foul into the Road Warrior bullpen. As the Road Warriors are the away team, camped out in the third base dugout. And the Brilliance Sox are the home squad today. So fitting, Road Warriors on the road. Also, the first one's the scorers. They have put one on the board and continue this threat. With 2 outs here. 1-2 count to center fielder Thompson as Marlevelt lifts and delivers. That curveball is hit high down the left field line. Ranging over in foul territory is Trey Hunt. Not able to reel that one in before he crashes into the wall down there. So good effort there by the left fielder Hunt.
Very great effort.
That would have been a tough play to be able to catch that one
Someone checking.
in the warning track before running into the wall, but not able to reel that one in. So we'll see the 1-2 again to Thompson. Thompson in the last few days has been seeing more pitches, been fighting a lot of pitches off with 2 strikes, extending his at-bats. Love to see it. You're going to get more and more pitches deep into your season that way. Get your eyes tuned. Get ready to see whatever, wherever, as the opportunities continue to come. As Marlevelt lifts and delivers a ball up and away. Fastball misses. Up and out to even the count at 2-2. So working quick, number 9, Max Marlevelt. So thank you, John Raywalt, ensuring that our stream is up and running. Always good for a tech check. As Malaville delivers the 2-2, and that one is fouled down the first baseline. So 2-2. Pitch will be repeated by the lanky lefty, Max Malaville. Malaville from New Jersey, as they say. Has been with the Black Sox for a while. Playing some men's league games up with AJ, Joe Torre's brother. Malaville lifts and delivers. Oh, that bat is destroyed as that ball is lifted into foul territory into the glove of first baseman Slayton Vaughn. So that broken bat will be used as bait for the Wild Things fans, as we've been trading broken bats for game balls. So that bat absolutely exploded in the hand of Thompson, as Thompson is still in the batter's box holding the handle, and the barrel went flying past the third base coach's box.
The bat went further than the ball.
So $120 swing there by Nate Thompson. But that broken bat will net us at least 2 or 3 pearls to use later in this NJ Baseball Confederacy season. As the balls we are using today are courtesy of Jimmy Boyce, the second baseman for the Brilliance Sox, bargaining with the kids at the game yesterday, trading away the broken bats we found in the dugout trash for game balls. So, giving those bats a second life, as I'm sure these kids are putting them on their mantle place, using them to beat up their brothers and sisters.
Just don't tell them where it's from.
So great, great thing to give those bats a second life. So hopefully those kids are enjoying the gifts as we are enjoying their game balls as we are using them today. So if you guys have an extra box of pearls with our name on it, we would not be mad if you shipped them out to 1 Federal Way, Washington, Pennsylvania. The address here at Wild Things Park. As Waylon throws the ball down to the shortstop Smybert, as the infield looks to throw the ball around, but Frank Poggle looking the other way. As that'll bring up left-handed hitter, third baseman Mark Demko. Let's see what we got today in this inning. So Demko is hitting in the 7 hole. What the heck? As he will be followed by Will Lampkin, as he takes ball 2, 2-0 on the fastball inside.
Really good acting job by Demko there, selling that inside pitch.
Demko stands pretty close to the plate, holds his bat short. As he checks at that one, doesn't go, and takes ball 3 because that pitch was up. So Demko had it ready there, but doesn't pull the trigger. Spits on the pitch up and out of the zone. So 3-0 count to Mark Demko, the leadoff hitter in this bottom of the third, as the Brilliant Sox look to answer back. And he takes that pitch off the plate away for a 4-pitch walk to lead off the inning.
That was also Reetz's first walk of the day.
So first walk of the day for Reetz as he looks to recollect himself and get a ground ball from Will Lampkin. Lampkin, wearing the number 4, is a right-handed hitter. Plays outfield. As Reetz looks in, lifts and delivers. That pitch is over for strike 1. So after 4 balls in a row, Lampkin smartly takes the first strike, but finds himself in an 0-1 count. with no outs here in the bottom of the third against Matt Reitz. Reitz checks. Long pause. Lifts and delivers. That slider is fouled off down the first base line. So quickly at 0-2 here to Will Lampkin, who adjusts his batting gloves and settles back into his box as he prepares for the 0-2 from Matt Reitz. Reitz looks in. Lifts and delivers. That slider, just with the doctor order. One hopper, two Smybert. As he flips it to Stanziano, who one hops it to McCurdy, but good scoop over there by the first baseman for the second out of the inning. So the 4-pitch walk is doubled off there on a ground ball to the shortstop. So as Stephen Knapp brought to my attention, this is the 1-year anniversary of the Yinzer. As a year ago today was opening day of the Yinzer Baseball Confederacy in the Jimmy Boyce fouls that first pitch off of himself. First strike one. So the Yinzer last year included the Washington Wild Things as well as the Steel City Slam and Sammys. Both teams filled by Washington Wild Things manager Tony Bocelli. So they got to take a closer look at two rosters full of guys as Boyce lifts that one in short center field, retired by Thompson for the third out. And opposing the Wild Things and the Sammys were the Road Warrior Black Sox and the Brilliance Sox. So we had a 4-team league with 2 Black Sox teams and 2 Wild Things teams in the inaugural season of the Yinzer Baseball Confederacy. So this year, with the Wild Things rejoining the expanded and MLB-partnered Frontier League, we're able to play in the Frontier League as they usually do, and we brought the Yinzer back to Washington, but this time with another pair of teams, the Wolfpack and the Killer Bees, brought on by the Black Sox. So the Wolfpack and the Killer Bees find themselves as the 2 teams above 500 in this Yinzer this year. So the new teams making a splash as those 2 teams will face off this evening. As the last place Brilliant Sox take the field, the Brilliant Sox are 5-16, and the Road Warriors are 9-13. While the Killer Bees are 16-5, and the Wolfpack are nipping at their heels at 13-11. But we got a whole lot of baseball left to play here in the Yinzer, as our season will go until the middle of September, which is on pace with the season of the Frontier League. So, a lot of baseball. That'll be a lot longer than some of the other low-level leagues, as they do not play that long or play as often as we do here in the Yinzer in Washington, Pennsylvania. As up steps left-handed bat of Kyle Buser. Buser from Ramapo College gets ready to go here as on the day.
Powers is 1-for-1.
Oh,
Margot.
did Buser come in for Powell's?
I guess so.
Is this the Powell spot?
Yeah, it's Power spot.
So hopefully Martin Powell's is all right here. As I guess we have a Kyle Buser pinch hitting. So we got a
little bit of a
manager.
conference right here, down on the third base line.
What
What that's about.
Yeah, manager Mark Demko. And is Dave here today?
I haven't seen it.
So his acting manager Carson McCurdy and the umpire Joe have a word maybe about the substitution here.
Was that a strike or a ball?
Oh,
Ball.
It's Ben.
So 1-1 the count here. 2 Buser. So lefty-lefty matchup here. Hard to believe that this is just a pinch hit. Something must have happened. As that pitch is painted off the plate, I guess, away. Move the count 2-2-1. So for those of you just now joining us, we are on the top of the 4th inning. 1-0. Road Warrior Black Sox as they look to add to their lead against left-handed starter Max Marleveld as he paints that one to even the count at 2-2. Marleveld doing a good job being around the zone, mixing up pitches as he lifts, pauses, and delivers for strike 3 to Kyle Buser. So hung up and paused before delivering the fastball there, did Marleveld. As the clouds continue to roll in here at Wild Things Park. It is getting dark out here.
It's not supposed to rain today.
Yeah, it's just a haze.
As well.
but hey,
Isn't supposed to rain,
Never heard of
according
that
to the
term.
weatherman.
Haze.
yeah, you used to describe weather. I've never heard of that term.
As that curveball is taken off the plate away to number 69, Zach Whalen.
Or like hazy.
No, I've never heard that term. It must be a California thing.
As here we go. Max Marleveld. That pitch is inside. So 2-0. 2-0 here. Yeah, right. From Marleveld to the former Mets organization catcher Whalen as he takes ball 3 away. So 3
Hush, right?
oh.
Oh no, my bad.
No, it's 3-0, yeah. So ball 4 taken, 4-pitch walk to number 69, the catcher Zach Whalen. Now it is the right fielder, number 33, Tommy Baggett. As Marleveld checks the runner, lifts and delivers. Strike 1 is fouled away into the stands here. Just to the right is Jose Vasquez. Is quick to get to that one. A lot of hustle out of some of these young arms.
Rain here.
As the sky continues to get darker, it looks to have started sprinkling as Baggett fouls that one off onto the roof above us.
Starting to get a little rain.
So as I'm sure you guys can hear, it is starting to spit a little bit. A little rain never stopped anybody, as we will continue as long as this rain is light. It absolutely poured right around game time yesterday before the Wild Things game, and the game was delayed by an hour. As Baggett lifts that one up. So 3 pitches, 3 swings, 3 balls lifted into the air, 2 out of play in foul territory, and that one out to the center fielder, Smith. So we'll see if he can make an adjustment here as we work our way through this one. You'll likely have an at-bat or 2 on the way. As that'll bring up second baseman Christian Stanziano. Stans, who helped us track down those baseballs yesterday while working. So a little double duty. Working the concession stand and making sure we got baseballs for the game. As the boys covered him in the concession stand. As Stanziano takes ball 1. Was that a cutter, or is he just cutting the ball?
He's got a lot of movement on his bowl.
Yes, he
He's got a lot
does.
of run.
Maybe like a slider or something there on the outside corner.
I don't know.
So we're an hour into this one. 2 outs in the top of the fourth. We're rolling here a little bit. As that ball is down and in off the plate to move the count to 2-0. Good spot for a changeup here. Stanza sitting on a fastball as he is ahead in the count. As Marlevelt checks the runner, lifts and delivers. That pitch is off the plate, down. Sometimes you just got to get in there. Just chuck it over the dish and see what happens. Imagine Stanziano swinging as he takes ball 4 on a pitch away and will trot on down to first base. Appreciate you guys tuning in to some Yinzer Baseball Confederacy action here on this Friday morning. Hope you guys had a good week as we look to finish strong as the New York Boulders come into town. As the New Jersey Jackals were just swept by the Wild Things. As Marlevelt comes set, second baseman Jimmy Boyce holding on Zach Whalen at second base. And leadoff man Derek Hurt takes ball 1. So 5 balls in a row, at least by Marleveld. As Hurt might be taken all the way until he sees a strike. As getting to the bullpen, very key in these ball games. As we are playing series, so you want to get teams to spend their bullpen arms as quick as possible. As series, rather than like tournament play or playing single games, leads to a different strategy because whenever you use up the other team's pitching early in a series, it's to your benefit because you get to see their less qualified arms or as you get deeper into their pen. Oh, so Whalen trying to time up Marlevelt there. Marlevelt does take a while throwing the ball to the plate. Definitely some stolen bases available against him, even if you don't have the best speed. As Hurt takes ball 3 in the dirt, back pick by Bockley. So Marlevelt, even though he's throwing balls, he's living down in the zone, which you like to see. Hasn't been just living at the top or at the belt or anything. As he fires that one, gets a ground ball that he knocks down, goes to his knees, and then goes to first baseman Vaughn to get the 3rd out of the inning. So Marlevelt able to strand the runners on first and second. Oh no. I'm still here?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Frankie Moscatello, what's going on? How was your red light recovery last night? Frankie Moscatello does a great job taking care of his body, as you have to throw as hard as he does. Moscatello, who's been with us for a few years, was down in Florida for spring training, is pitching for the Equipe Quebec. Throws the ball pretty hard. Not the tallest guy, but absolutely slings it. Okay, you saw both lineups in that message? Yeah. Joe, go back to bed. As Matt Reitz comes out for his 4th inning of work. Reitz has been pretty good thus far. 3 zeros on the board for Matthew. Reitz wearing number 6 for the Road Warriors. Is a part of their very close-knit pitching staff. As Tyler Lessick grabs the water without offering me one. It's all right. That's why he's an unpaid intern. I'm just kidding. Thanks, Ty. As Now he makes an adjustment, gives me his water, which I guess he got for me, and goes to grab himself one as he realizes that, you know what, maybe I could use a water. So, Ty can always take a good-natured ribbing. Also throws a pretty good changeup. As I saw, he threw a little bullpen. Was wearing flats, so it wasn't all full out, but like there's a pretty heavy fastball too. So we might see our stat guy Tyler Lessa getting an outing here, as all of our arms just continue to disappear to the higher leagues. As Matt Reitz fires a cutter off the plate inside for ball one. So 1-0 here. See if he can get his team back in the dugout quickly. As that cutter does catch the inside of the plate. Looked more like a slider, that one. Broke a little bit more, was a little bit slower than his first offering. Able to flip it in there. Just get me over breaking balls play early in counts, because hitters aren't looking for that. Hitters are looking for their pitch. And 1-0 as Brett Smith takes the 1-1 offering for a ball. You're not hunting breaking ball there for the most part, especially with nobody on early in the game. That fastball up and in. So is swung through and missed, even the count at 2-2. And throwing that slider slower only makes that fastball look faster. As we have seen some guys with big velo differentials on their pitches, as he misses just off the plate away there to fill the count up at 3-2 to the leadoff man, Brett Smith. So 3-2 to Smith as ball 4 is taken up and in. So Smith works his way back to a walk and takes first base for a no-out base runner for the Brilliance Sox. That'll bring up the shortstop, Jarrett Antone. Antone wearing number 5, left-handed hitter. And he will watch Matt Reitz kick over to first base. As Reitz lifts and delivers, Antone squares the bunt, but that pitch is bunted foul. So the count will go to 0-1 after the bunt attempt is fouled off. So it could have been a little hybrid sack bunt, drag bunt situation there. As Reitz checks the runner, lifts and delivers. That slider is off the plate away. So 1-1 the count. 7-inning game. Today's contest. As we gotta get off the field. 2-1. We got to get off the field for the Wild Things to play the Boulders. As Stephen Knapp also vouching for the red light recovery. For those of you that don't know, red light has a different wavelength than white light or blue light and is considered key for recovery. As the pitching doctor subscribes to that. Pitching doctor, one of the most recent very popular Instagram pages, and as baseball players do, they kind of flock to the fads. He's got a good thing going over there, though. I like the things that he does. A lot of movement-based things. Big on recovery. As that pitch down the middle is lifted into center, just left to center, as Nate Thompson glides on over and puts that one away for the first out of the inning. So that'll bring up Jacob Bockley. the catcher and 3-hole for the Brilliance Sox. As Bockley settles in, Matt Reitz lifts and delivers. That changeup does not quite catch the outside edge there. Broke a little bit early. Good pitch, though. Moves the count to 1-0. Bockley sees a lot of changeups from righties. Not a lot of guys is willing to challenge Bockley with the fastball, especially early in counts. As that pitch is off the plate away, as Brett Smith slides safely into second base, so stolen base for Brett Smith as the count moves to 2-0.
Breaks the double play.
Breaks up the double play, so no longer one pitch away are the Road Warrior Black Sox, barring any base running miscues, which were not rare against the Killer Bees and starting pitcher Colvin Ballas the other day, as the Brilliant Sox ran themselves out of inning after inning. Just giving outs away on the base paths as Bockley takes ball 3-0 now. So getting guys on base is very important, but keeping them on, not making any boneheaded mistakes, very, very important. As Reitz walks over to player manager Carson McCurdy, maybe asking if he could just throw at Bockley here, 3-0, to keep his walk numbers down, as I would. And that would set up the double play yet again. Sometimes it's good to hit somebody, mix it in, make the other hitters in the lineup less comfortable. So Reitz checks the runner twice. Throws that one in the zone for strike
We got
one.
sunshine now.
So we got a little sun poking through the clouds up here at Wild Things Park. As Jacob Bockley prepares for the 3-1 pitch from the Road Warrior starter, Matt Reitz. So 1-0 as the Brilliant Sox look to tie this ball game up. As Reitz checks the runner at second. And Bockley smacks that one down the left field line foul. So full count here, 3-2 to number 28, Jacob Bockley, the catcher for the Brilliant Sox. Bockley attended Pacific Lutheran University in Tacoma, Washington. And is now here with us. After being released by the Wild Things. He absolutely went off in last year's pod. Was one of the leaders in home runs. Had a great season. And was signed to the Wild Things. But did not make the squad and is now with us in the Yinzer. As the sun definitely starting to break through a little bit, getting brighter here. Is that slider is taken off the plate away? Right? Great pitch by Reitz. I said that with a question mark because I honestly do not know where that one missed. Maybe down. It's hard to tell up and down from this press box angle.
I'm going to guess down.
So right-handed pitcher Tyler Lessick says that he thought that one was probably a hair down. But regardless, that'll bring up Slayton Vaughn. Vaughn wears number 34. Takes the first pitch off the plate inside. Whalen tries to pimp it a little bit and go behind the back, and the ball slips out of his glove. Gotta hold on to the baseball. As if that ball went any further, the Brilliant Sox may have had runners in both scoring positions. But the runners hold their ground, as we will see the 1-0 pitch from Reitz to the towering Slayton Vaughn. So 2-0 here to Slayton Vaughn. As I type out a message to a prospective pitcher. Oh, ground ball to the third baseman. Podkul takes it over to his bag, skips it over to the first baseman McCurdy, and yet another double play by the Brilliant Sox. This one to end the inning.
49 pitches in 4 innings for Reitz.
So Reed's very efficient. 49 pitches through 4. So Max Marlevelt will come back out for his 5th inning of work as we enter the 5th inning. 1-0 is the score here, as the Road Warriors lead the Brilliant Sox. So all of our stats are available on BlackSoxProBaseball.com. For those of you that want to get a look at more of the numbers, because we have honestly some pretty in-depth statistics available on our website, thanks to our stat man, Tyler Lessick, who works real hard for us up here. As Max Marlevelt continues to take his more pitches. Marlevelt spent spring training with the New Jersey Jackals. He's also the son of a NFL player. His father was an offensive lineman. I'll figure out for what team.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
For the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, played at the University of Maryland.
Yep. And he's a coach there now, isn't he? J.D. Marleveld? Yeah, Maryland. So his father's from New Jersey. They're Jersey City. Was born in 1961. Played offensive tackle for the Bucks.
You can see the resemblance.
No, not as an offensive lineman.
No,
So, yeah, Marlevelt got the height from his father, but not necessarily the stature, as Marlevelt's father outweighs him by probably 150 pounds. Marlevelt weighs like 160 soaking wet. As that fastball is taken on the corner for strike 1. But found his way into the professional ranks with baseball as a left-handed pitcher, which are always in high demand. As he misses outside there on a slider to move the count to 1-1. As he goes on to face the left-handed bat of the 2-hole shortstop, James Smybert. That curveball misses up. I guess it didn't break early enough. Because Marlevelt has a lot of break on his curveball. When he can flip that in there, it's pretty good. It plays. Might as well wait. As Marlevelt looks in, delivers the 3-1 to Smybert. That is ball 4. So a 5-pitch walk issued to James Smybert to bring in Carson McCurdy.
One Mount Olive Trojan to another Mount Olive Trojan.
Yep. So back-to-back University of Mount Olive products. Here. So we got a case of the hiccups up here. As that fastball is on the outside corner to McCurdy. Good pitch by Marlevelt. Looking for a ground ball here. Low, the twin killing. As McCurdy is a first baseman. Possible double play candidate. As Marlevelt checks the runner. Lifts and delivers. And that fastball is swung through for strike 2.
That's wrong button. Not looking.
As McCurdy prepares for the 0-2. Has Bockley setting up away. And he takes that fastball off the plate away for ball 1. So here we go. The 1-2 chop down the line foul to the first baseman, Vaughn. As we will see the 1-2 delivery one more time to the left-handed bat of Carson McCurdy. Marlevelt lifts and delivers. That ball is grounded to the second baseman voice. Makes the play, slings it over to Jarrett Anton, and the double play comes to fruition here.
Definitely called that one, Kenny Williams. You called that play.
As that'll bring up the 4-hole Frank Pockel with 2 outs and nobody on. So 2 outs there on. Never hurts. Never going to complain about getting a double play. There's 2 outs on 1 pitch is a pretty good deal. Always looking for outs as much as you can. As Frank Pockel takes strike 1 on the outside edge. Ooh. As the 0-1 comes around, that curveball doesn't quite break. As Marlevelt takes a lap around the mound and is quickly straddling the rubber again as he comes set. Gets the sign from Bockley. Lifts, pauses, and delivers. That pitch is off the outside edge and is taken for strike 2. Swung over the top of it by Pockel. So good job mixing looks here. As Marlevelt will get a new baseball. Or was it? No, he won't. Whatever.
Okay.
Nonetheless, we will see the 1-2 to Pockel.
Let's go 1-2.
Yep, 1-2. As Bockley gives the location up and away, misses down. This is Marleville. I don't know about that up and away. He likes to call that one. It's a tough spot. As he sets him low and away this time, and Podkul drives that one. As that one will turn the back of the left fielder, Trey Hunt. And a 2-out solo shot here to double the Road Warrior lead to 2-0. So a 2-strike bomb by Frank Podkul. As he goes away, and Podkul able to extend there. Hits that ball square. That ball was touched.
Yep. Do it right off the bat.
And that'll bring up the center fielder, Nate Thompson. So 2-0. Road Warriors lead as the Brilliance Sox are still in search of their first hit. Ball one. Down to Thompson. As he check swings at that second offering, as that is called a strike. Here we go. Thompson comes set and takes that pitch up and out of the zone for ball 2. 2-1. As that pitch is fouled off. So 2-2 here to Thompson. Thompson. He's really been fighting a lot lately. It's been a tough strikeout at least. So he has the ability to just spoil pitches, get to the next. Smallville winds and delivers. That pitch again fouled off. As Marleville continues to seek the third out of this inning. As Marley looks in, gets the sign from the catcher Bockley, and lifts and delivers. That pitch is up and out of the zone for ball 3. So 3-2. Thompson able to work it full here. As Thompson looks to extend this top of the 5th inning. So it feels like every time I put a score update, that pitch is taken away. Scoring happens immediately following. As I put 1-0 after the 4th. And now in the top of the 5th, it is 2-0 with 2 outs. Thompson on first base. And Kyle Buser up to bat. Buser, who struck out in his first at bat after Martin Powell's hit, took 1 AB. Got a single to right field. As actually, Max Marleville came to a pause to deliver the final pitches of both of those at-bats, striking out Buser and giving up a single to Powell's. As Jimmy Boyce goes deep into the hole, the 4 hole over there at second base. Buser fouls that one off to even the count at 1-1. So 1-1 count to Kyle Buser. Second bat of the ball game for him. In the DH spot, entering for Martin Powles as Marlovell lifts and delivers. Big swing by Buser, swung through for strike 2. So Buser's approach, dead pull, based off of his swing. Can't imagine he goes in here.
Big hole up the middle.
So that slider is on the outside edge, and Buser fouls that one off. So 1-2 once more. As Marlovell gets a new baseball. As Barkley sets up away. Marlovell lifts and delivers. That one goes back inside and is ripped down the right field line to bullpen catcher David Grubauer. Warming up for the Brilliance Sox is right-hander Ryan Tamayo. Tamayo wearing number 13. Throws the ball from the side. Been doing a good job keeping hitters off balance thus far. As Marlovell lifts and delivers. That pitch is down the middle and lifted into short left field as Jarrett Antone goes back and retires that one for the third and final out of the inning. So Frankie Pockel's solo shot accounts for the only scoring, and Nate Thompson's walk leaves him on base. So we will go to the bottom of the 5th inning here. 2-0. The Road Warrior Black Sox lead the Brilliant Sox. So up here in the box, we have Eric Moreau, who's played a little bit in the Pacific Association, as well as with the Gary Railcats, right?
I signed, and then before the season started, I signed with Gary.
Oh, shoot. So I guess I was misinformed. You played in the Pecos, though, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So that those have been your stops?
Yeah, Tucson in 2017 and 18, and then Gary Railcats in 19, as well as the Washington Wild Wings.
How was that season in 19?
Shorter than I expected. I didn't get to play a full season.
So it's a different level than the Pecos, isn't it?
Yeah.
What was the difference? What did you think?
Like with
Just between Gary and the Wild Things and the Pecos.
I'd say pace of play, big time. Definitely jumped up going from the Pecos and to the American Association, the Frontier League.
So just a shorter leash up to those higher leagues?
Yeah, definitely. You definitely need to step up and meet what's asked of you.
Mm-hmm. Good experience, though.
Oh, yeah.
Being up there, getting to see the expectations at that level.
Yeah, just how guys carry themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I think that helps out a lot within the clubhouse.
Yeah. So you're learning not just on the field, but in the clubhouse, too?
Mm-hmm.
So that slider taken by Santos for strike 1. That's what you hear. I mean, they say that really who you are as a person as Santos swings for strike two. Plays just as much as, your actual playing ability on the field. How to conduct yourself, how to carry yourself. He's preparing for the games and whatnot. Also, kind of relates to play, but kind of relates to just being able to take care of yourself. This 3-pitch strikeout, big swing by Santos. We'll send him back to the dugout. So another no-hit bid against the Brilliance Sox, as they were getting no-hit by Colvin Wallace for 5 1/3 yesterday.
Yes, I think so.
Way too long. And they are yet to have a hit here. There's an out. 4 1/3. Oh, I jinxed
Too
it.
soon.
Not mad about jinxing it, as I do play for the Brilliant Sox.
There you go.
As they are a Mark Demko home run away from a tied ball game now. So good to see Trey Hunt reduce his approach and just go up the middle. Veteran swing there by the veteran player Hunt, who has played all over the place.
Only his 4th single.
Only his 4th single. Very reluctant to get a hit, not of the extra base variety, but to get the boys in the hit column.
Same number of singles as home runs.
So, yeah, you heard it there. As Mark Demko takes strike one.
I was going to add on with another difference between the Pecos and the American Association or Frontier League. It's more of a mental grind off the field.
Mm-hmm.
Being in the Pecos because of the environment.
Yeah.
When you're traveling by yourself from game to game, you're not taking a bus or anything like that. It's easier to focus in game when I was in the American Association stuff, because everybody seemed kind of, once they got to the stadium, they were focused the whole time. Just being where your feet were.
Oh, great bunt there. No throw. So the 1-1 pitch. Oh! Another base running mistake.
No, we may have a free base for Trey Hunt, as he may have been held up there at second.
Nope. But with the one-man crew, the umpire not seeing it, so we'll go with his initial call. So Trey Hunt, seeing an empty third base, took off. Gosh, so frustrating watching all these free outs given away. So the first 2 hits of the ball game, and the second hit results in an out. So now we have 2 outs and a runner on first base. So Will Lampkin now up to bat, as he takes strike one on the outside edge. So the Brilliance Sox continue to shoot themselves in the foot on the base paths. Brutal base running mistake there. As that slider misses the inside edge. So what would you say, how would this living situation here compare to the Pecos League?
Say similar, but better in the sense that with travel times, you don't have to travel far distances to get to the field.
That pitch fouled away by Lampkin for the second strike.
It definitely helps a lot.
So for those of you unaware, the Yinzer Baseball Confederacy is held solely in Wild Things Park in Washington, Pennsylvania. For those of you guys considering coming out here, to play or to watch, you can watch every single game or be a part of every single game at one field. So we have guys staying in hotels literally walking distance from the ball field, as Lampkin grounds that one to a charging third baseman Vita Sai, who came into the Carson McCurdy spot as Frank Pogwell, now playing first, drops the ball off of the mound, just switched gloves, and is now playing first base after starting the game at third. So if you want to share some more.
But We have a pitching change. Now pitching for the Brilliance Sox, number 13, Ryan Tomeo.
Yeah, within the Pecos, you can easily lose your focus considering the environment that you're in, especially being at the stadiums. They may not be the most glamorous stadiums that you're able to play at, as some of the home fields in the Pecos League are at high schools or local city parks. So it may not feel like a professional atmosphere as it does at a park or similar like to the Washington Wild Things home field. Can easily get lost being in a non-professional environment when you're supposed to act like it. So that's why I say it's more of a mental grind off the field compared to most of the other independent leagues.
Is that Ryan's mail on the boat?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, gave the
intro.
Yep.
So Tomeo to go to work here.
Tomeo has pitched a lot of innings in the Yinzer this year, leading the league, leading one of the leaders in innings pitched here in the Yinzer League.
Nope, definitely not true.
Okay, not true.
Appearances, maybe.
For relievers, maybe.
Okay, appearances. My apologies.
It's all right. As he has only been going out mainly for one inning at a time. Right? Yeah. Sorry. Not to step on your toes there.
No, that's dumb, man.
But got to keep it 100 for the people listening.
Yeah.
Tomeo has had 10 appearances for 12 and 2/3 innings.
As the first pitch to Whalen is fouled off.
His ERA and WHIP are the exact same.
That's awesome. So today's the 9th. Yesterday was the 8th of July. What's TC? Tri-Cities. As we try and figure out the New York Boulders travel plans on the way into the game.
Oh, they're in Cleveland. Or no. Tri-City.
It's probably like New Jersey or
Yeah.
somewhere from there. That's why it's called the tri-state area.
So that pitch is fouled off as Trey Hunt goes down to try and get it as that ball kicks off the top of the visitor clubhouse.
But he still catches it. He tries to sell it there.
So he caught it on the hop. That ball did not hit the ground. That pitch is fouled off. Hits the top of the overhang above us.
Almost knocks down a tripod over there on the first base side.
As Cody Bell goes over to fetch that one. Zach Whalen will go to work here, 0-2. They're ready to mail. Looks in, gets his sign. As he lifts and delivers, that one is hit on top of the visiting clubhouse again. Bounces off the clubhouse and is tracked down by Manny Silva. Good team effort here, retrieving all these baseballs. As Whalen fouls that one off down to the third base line as that kicks off the ball and goes into the bullpen again. So Whalen working here. Not Cole working, the catcher for the Wolfpack, but Whalen is working. as the count remains 0-2. Slider taken off the plate away for ball one. So 1-2 the count to the Road Warrior catcher, Zach. Lifted into foul ground.
Good effort over there by Demko at third.
Yeah, Demko gives chase, but ends up at the railing of the Road Warrior dugout as that kicks a couple rows past the dugout and is out of reach. So 1-2 once again to Zach Whalen. Let's see if we can't get some more information about Zach Whalen.
Playing the Mets organization.
Yeah, that's all I know about.
Nice.
Gotta be something else. Whalen stands in, takes ball 2-2.
Where did he play college, or did he play college?
I'm looking that up right now. This Whalen fouls off yet another one.
Oh, but definitely keeping his pitch count up in the first at bat. Definitely seeing a lot of pitches.
So hey, can you go help with foul balls?
Yeah.
Because we got to send a guy after each ball. As Zach Whalen will go to work again here, 2-2. That pitch is smoked at the third baseman, Demko. Whalen gets out of the box well there, but he is thrown out for the first out of the inning. So good at bat by Whalen, but results in a ground out to the third baseman. As Tomeo relentless, filling it up with strikes there. And that'll bring up right fielder Tommy Baggett. Let's see what we got on Whalen here. As Baggett, the Shippenden University alum, gets hit by the first pitch. So Tommy Baggett, who led the Yinzer last year in hit by pitches, wears another one off the thigh. Familiar feeling for Tommy. This Tommy Two Bags will take first base. So University of Central Missouri is where Zachary Whalen attended college. Played in Hannibal in the Prospect League. Spent his age 23 and 24 seasons at Central Missouri, as he is a 1995 baby, 26 years old. Stanziano takes, was that ball or strike? Ball one. I should have been able to tell off of Tomeo shaking his arm, as he does every time he throws a ball. Oh, as Tomeo throws that one inside, and Stanziano inside outs the ball, and that ball kicks off the glove of Lampkin, so both runners will advance. Tommy Baggett is sent home, and he will score. Stanziano is caught between second and third. So a free out looming for the Brilliance Sox. They can execute here. Oh, my goodness. Way too many throws here. Oof. So Will Lampkin kicks the ball out there in left field, allows both runners to advance a base. The runner on second goes all the way to home.
Put an error.
Baggett, yeah, that's an error on Lampkin. Error on the home side.
I'll call that. Oh, yeah, because he advanced.
And then on the – so the ball, they didn't really contest the runner scoring as strike one is taken by Derek Hurt. But the runner Stanziana, who got the single to right, got caught in between bases and was thrown out.
I made a strike zone.
That's strike three.
No.
as that pitch by Derek Hurt is popped up to right field. So an unearned run given up by Ryan Tomeo. So the Road Warriors add another one to the count. They are now up 3-0 going into the bottom of the sixth. As who hadn't given up a hit until the fifth inning gave up a pair as the Brilliance Sox ran themselves out of that one. Will come out for his sixth inning of work. Warming up in the Road Warrior bullpen is Norman Coleman Goodman, their closer. Tracy Cobb, does that ring a bell, Eric?
Tracy Cobb.
He's talking about Gary. So I heard you did well on the tour.
Yeah, 2019 I did, yeah.
So is that what drew Gary to you?
Yeah, I'd been pitching against Florence for a while. I think I was in Florence because I was basically like the home camp base, kind of similar thing how it is in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it was for the tour in 19.
Okay.
I was there for about 2-3 weeks. Pitched against Florence about 3 times, and then my 4th time was against Gary, and then that's when I got signed up to Gary.
Wow. So what is the tour?
The tour is it's a really good opportunity to get seen in front of a lot of different teams in different leagues. It's an opportunity to showcase your skills in games against what they got. Basically the idea is to, show them that you're better than what they currently got.
So Jimmy Boyce grounds the first pitch he sees to the shortstop Smybert. So Brett Smith likely will be taking a few pitches here. So what exactly do you do on the tour?
We go around to different in the top indie leagues and play against them in their spring trainings and try to beat them and get guys signed.
So no way a ragtag group of unsigned guys beats anybody on the tour, right?
It's happened plenty of times before, especially in 19. I think we beat Gary. I think we played him twice. At least the game that I pitched in. I know he
Strike one. 1-1 the count to Brett Smith. You're right. I was doing double duty. Eric Morrell spitting some knowledge and also running the scoreboard up here.
I know we beat Florence a few times when we were there because we played them a handful of times at least.
Ball chopped over the head of Matt Reitz. But Smybert comes across in front of the bat, snags that one, and slings it across to first base.
But yeah, definitely majority of the games that we played against those teams, they're very competitive and they're not blowouts. So the competition is, for the most part, fairly even.
You work against some ice. I always want some ice for every day.
Yeah. He needs an ice bag, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, we can take care of him. As that ball to Antone is grounded to the first baseman, Palco, for the 3rd out of the inning. So 3 up, 3 down here by Matt Reitz. And Ryan Tomeo will come back out for his 2nd inning of work. So gave him an unearned run on the ball misplayed in right field by Will Lampkin. Should have put runners on 1st and 2nd, but instead moved them to 2nd and 3rd, and the runner on 3rd just got sent all the way around to score. And the runner on 2nd, Stanziano, got caught in between 2nd and 3rd as he took too big of a turnaround. The bag. So in the tour, we played games against other teams, other professional teams in the American Frontier and Atlantic.
Mm-hmm.
In 2020, our tour was abbreviated due to Corona, as the only games we played were against Milwaukee Milkmen. Played a couple games there before everything else got shut down, as teams were limited on who they could face. And this year with the COVID restrictions, we had to travel with, I believe, 85% vaccinated guys. So a little bit more logistical things we had to go through to make sure that each of our rosters were up to snuff, but we were able to do so. We had a day in May that we played 6 games in 5 locations, all on the same day. So we were able to field enough teams to do that. So that gives you an idea of how many ball players we have that are affiliated with the Black Sox. So those were just free agent guys at that stage of the year too. So that's not counting all of the guys that we have signed all across independent baseball and affiliated ball. As we've had multiple guys already promoted within the minor league ranks this year. Brian McKenna got called up to AAA before an arm injury.
Oh, you got injured?
Yeah, as well as recent Arizona Diamondbacks signee, Joe Jones, was promoted to AA, which is a phone call away from the big leagues as he throws absolute noise with the electric Hummer. As James Smybert settles in to lead off against Tomeo, he takes ball 1 on a fastball away, or strike 1 on a fastball away. Good pitch there at Tomeo. Tomeo doesn't really get up there trying to throw the crap out of the ball, but does well locating as he throws strike 2. Does a good job getting ahead. He came to us after being on one of the opposing sides in the Empire League last season. But came to play with the bad guys. As that pitch is lifted into short left field, camping under it is the versatile Trey Hunt, who uses his outfield glove to make the catch there. Hunt also plays infield. And that will bring up the left-handed bat of V. Desai. Desai, who came in to hit, came in to the field to let Carson McCurdy focus on his managerial duties. He's playing third base in today's contest. Also plays second and short. Also pitched a little bit in college. He takes ball 1. He was a recent Gary release. He played there this season. As Tomeo looks in and gets the sign, as Desai steps out of the box, recollects himself. As Tomeo lifts and delivers, that slider is off the plate away for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Oh, that pitch. Huge swing. By Desai is fouled off. So Desai has some pop. Swings hard for you. Definitely juice. He hit a ball over the center field wall the other day. It's 405 out the center. Hit it over the batter's eye. So had to have gone at least 425 feet, 430 feet. So he takes that pitch out of the zone, up for ball 3. So Tomeo working around him. We'll either see a pimped walk or a big swing here. We saw the latter.
Swing.
As Desai does not get cheated when he's ahead in the count. Hopefully you guys can see the pitch. He will leave his bat right on top of home plate, as well as his elbow guard. Took it a few feet up the line. So false advertising in the box, but ball 4 to V. Desai. That'll bring up Frankie Podkul. See if he's got his sunglasses on now that the sun's out. It's a big Sun G's guy. His brother, Nick Podkul, plays in the Toronto Blue Jays organization. has way better hair than Frank. He has curly hair coming out the back of his hat. Frankie just got his shortly cropped. Looks professional, but takes that one for strike one. So after the walk, sees a strike. Now he's ready to go to work here against right-hander Ryan Sameo. Sameo checks the runner twice, 3 times. Lifts and delivers that slider off the plate away. So 1-1 the count. Good spot there, but just misses the outer edge. As Paco looks to destroy the save situation for Norman Coleman Goodwin. Getting loose out there. As he takes ball 2 on a fastball down and in. So 2-1 the count to Frank Paco, former Joliet Slammer. Played in the Yinzer Baseball Confederacy last year. As he takes strike 2. So 2-2 the count. That was a fastball. Got a lot of the plate there, but Paco taken. As Tomeo comes set, checks the runner twice, lifts and delivers. That pitch is fouled off down the first base line.
Run over the bleachers.
Skips into the hill. That'll be a tough one for whoever goes for it. As we see Alex Patton taking a look down there. No, that's not on the highway. Hey, go anyways. As that check swing is taken, yo, we gotta go for that. Can you just talk?
All right, full count coming up. You offer another fouled off pitch.
Yeah, I do.
3-2 pitch is up. And Paco will jog down to first base.
This is Thompson.
Coming up to bat is Thompson.
These cats think they don't have to get balls that are on the highway, but this isn't preschool or high school ball or college ball where they care about you. I'm just kidding.
And also, that didn't even go over the fence. It went over the bleachers. That's it.
Yeah, these guys not willing to take a look over a ball on the highway. What are you scared of? You should know the rules of the road by now.
Other than 16 wheelers.
As that ball is grounded up the middle off the glove of Boyce. As he steps on second base for the force out. No error, as you can't rule an error on a fielder's choice because you can never assume the double play. As you know what that makes you and me. If you guys want to leave that in the comment section, there's a reason we have that enabled and set by saying this video is not made for kids. As now we have runners on the corners here for Spencer Henn as he looks to double the lead. Took a huge hack there. But that ball will go back to the net. And Tomeo will get a new one. So we have an 0-1 count here. So new highs every day on number of watchers as we have hit our current record, tying the stream count for the last couple of days at 16. As that pitch is taken away by the pinch hitter Henn. Henn hitting in the designated hitter spot, formerly occupied by Martin Powells and Kyle Buser. Swings over that one on the outside corner for strike 2. So 1-2 the count with 2 outs here for Ryan Tomeo. The runner on first base staying put. As the Road Warriors not looking to run themselves out of this inning. And the former Southern Illinois Miner gets ready for the 1-2 from Tomeo. That pitch is up and swung through and missed for strike 3. And some words are exchanged between the pitcher Tomeo and Spencer Henn. Ooh, Tomeo looking back, having some words with the first base coach. Fired up after that strike 3. I always see something new. So, the Road Warrior Black Sox will bring in a right-handed side armor of their own. Subby Norman Coleman Goodwin started the season in the Pioneer League. Has joined us since, so great job by Matt Reitz.
Only 65 pitches today.
65 pitches.
In 6 innings.
In 6 innings, so averaging less than 11 pitches an inning.
42 strikes on those pitches. 2 hits, no runs, 3 walks, 2 Ks.
So 42 strikes, 23 balls. Good work by Reitz. Closed his line, gave up no runs on 2 hits. So, and both of those hits came in the 5th inning. So safe situation for Coleman Goodwin, as the run differential is only 3. Road Warriors. It's been a quick one this far. Oh, new high for the season, 18 viewers. Thanks to you all for tuning in. Maybe we'll hit 20 one of these days. That would be monumental. As Norman Coleman Goodwin, the tongue twister sidewinder, takes his last warm-up pitch. Zach Whalen throws the ball down. The umpire returns back to the home plate area. And we will start the bottom of the 7th inning here. Final frame. 3 outs of life left for the Brilliance Sox as they are chasing 3. 3-0 Road Warriors over the Brilliance Sox here in the bottom of the 7th.
Velarde's going in for hurt.
As we have a Joe Velarde sighting. He will be taking over the left field duties for Derek Hurt. As Jacob Bockley, the catcher for the Brilliance Sox, takes a slider down for ball 1. 1-0 here. To Bockley. As Norman delivers ball 2. 2-0. 2 pitches, 2 sliders, 2 balls so far for Norman Coleman Goodwin. As Jacob Bockley looks to get something going here for the Brilliant Sox. That pitch is taken away for ball 3. So 3-0. So with a 3-run lead, Bockley can hurt nothing but your ERA. But walking guys, not how you want to start an inning with a lead. And 4-pitch walk, so not the way you want to start out the inning after the strong performance by Matt Reitz. As Jacob Bockley will trot on down to first base. So a leadoff base runner here for the Brilliant Sox. So all these guys that we're talking about on the tour, Eric, are all guys that Joe has seen. Joe Torre, the leader of the Black Sox. As Norman Coleman Goodwin fires his first strike on a slider away to Slayton Vaughn. We're all guys that we have found in off-season events who have come down to spring training in Florida. And, we just – oh, that pitch is lined into the gap for it looks to be another double by Slayton Vaughn, busting out of the box. We are sending Bockley as Slayton Vaughn will coast into second base for a no-out double. So that leadoff base runner does come back to bite Coleman Goodwin. as the Brilliant Sox are on the board 3-1, and the tying run in the form of number 26 designated hitter Samir Santos will come to the plate. So on only the third hit of the ball game for the Brilliant Sox, first one off reliever Coleman Goodwin, Slayton Vaughn gets an RBI double. So by going to tryouts and workouts for the Black Sox, you're setting yourself up for opportunities to play in front of professional teams and against professional teams. As even in spring training in Florida, we have managers and coaches of indie ball teams in different levels. The Frontier League, American Association, and Atlantic League were all well represented out there. As Coleman Goodwin lifts while checking the runner, whips his head and hair around to fire that one in, which is fouled off for strike one to Samir Santos. So for those of you players a little hesitant about coming to see us in one of our events, like worried about, there's not enough exposure there or whatever, there is, because
The most exposure you'll ever get.
the most exposure you'll ever get. And exposure is both good and bad. Because if you're not ready, whether it is personally, acting professional, or just your, play on the field, isn't up to par. Oh, that slider is absolutely skied to left field. Good hang time there, as the left fielder, Bilardi, will make the fair catch. The ball finds the defensive replacement. And Bilardi proves himself ready as he catches that one for the first out of the ball game. So just missed by Santos. If he hits that ball a smidge higher, we would have ourselves a tied ball game. But instead, we have one out with a runner on second, with the Brilliant Sox chasing two with 2 outs to do it. And number 25, Shiloh Finestead, pinch hitting for Trey Hunt. Finestead takes ball one on a pitch inside. As Finestead was recently traded to the Brilliant Sox by the Killer Bees in the Felix Barreto trade. Coleman Goodwin delivers, and that ball is grounded to the shortstop Smybert, charging. He fields that one and slings it across for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs here and a runner on third, as Slayton Vaughn was able to advance on that ground ball. Mark Demko will represent the last hopes for the Brilliant Sox. Demko, the left-handed swinging third baseman, prepares as Coleman Goodwin gets the sign. That first pitch is a slider taken down and in for ball one. So Demko, one of the longest-standing members of the Black Sox, is now in a player-manager role for the Brilliant Sox, who are generally managed, I guess would be the term, by Aaron Brill, another longtime Black Sox guy, who we might see later in the summer. As Demko took ball 2-0 here. That pitch is fouled off down the third base line. So Aaron Brill, a great example of maximizing your potential, really, as a Black Sox player, is he fought through multiple injuries, but by proving his versatility defensively and ability to carry himself as a professional, do the little things, do things like throw batting practice, arrive on time, conduct himself in a professional manner, day in and day out, regardless of how he was doing. Also, always brought a lot of heart and hustle to the field. As Demko fouls that one off down the right field line for strike two, evens the count at 2-2. So, yeah, Brill was able to play all over the Can-Am, the Pacific Association. Where else did he play? I think he also played in the American. Frontier.
Pretty sure.
Has he played in every indie league pretty much except that counts? Is that just never really hit like in the low 200s quite a bit. But it was valuable as he did a lot of things off the field. So 3-2 pitch to Demko, fouled off down the right field line. Pitch might have been a hair in, but with 2 strikes, got to protect. As the Brilliance Sox are down to their last out. And Brill, being a South Florida guy, was able to be around our spring training whenever we were down there.
Yeah, he played in Florence.
Played in Florence for the Freedom, previous new ownership group that remonikered them the Y'alls. As Demko takes that 3-2 offering and lifts it into short center field. And the second baseman, Stanziano, goes back to make the play and end the hopes for the Brilliance Sox. So 3 runs on 6 hits and no errors for the Road Warriors, and 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error for the Brilliance Sox. The winning pitcher is Matt Reitz. Getting the saves is Norman Coleman Goodwin. And getting the loss will be starter Max Marlebone. We will be returning here shortly for Game 2, scheduled to start at noon between the Killer Bees and the. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Have a great rest of your Friday. Oh, hello there.